The moonlighting job that I currently have is probably going to end in the next month to month and a half. And I don't want to get another moonlighting job. I just want to kind of, grow my practice. And so I'm thinking of potentially partnering with a Headway or Growth Therapy
Yeah.
temporarily, I don't know, for a year or so, just depending how, quickly my practice grows. In the past, how difficult has it been for other providers to transition out of insurance and do completely cash-based? Is that something they mentioned that they wish they had never started taking insurance? It was just really difficult.
I mean, it's certainly doable. Usually what I advise people is it is better to have like a moonlighting job. It's just like a cleaner split when you want to cut back those hours or quit and then go all in your cash practice. But I can understand you've had a job, you don't want to go that route anymore. If you're trying to build your cash practice and you're simultaneously signing up with like Headway, Alma, Grow, you're essentially building two practices, right? Obviously you want to put more of your effort into marketing the cash one, but you have to also market the insurance one. You don't necessarily get flooded with patients just by virtue of signing up for those services. Talking to people, it's very variable. Like, forget who is it in the program that basically just got a ton of patients just by signing up with Headway. I forget what state she was in. Other people, don't, and you have to go out and hustle and get patients. So it's not like a guarantee that all of a sudden you have a bunch of insurance patients to cover your income. Now, what will happen is at some point you're building up more of your cash practice and you don't want to be seeing these insurance patients anymore, and you got to announce to them you're no longer accepting their insurance. That's a pretty doable thing. It's certainly harder than not doing it. It's easier to have a side job and to not have to transition patients from insurance to cash, but it's pretty doable. Like, people here have done it. You send out a letter to those patients like, hey, effective XYZ date, that's maybe 3 months out, I'll no longer be accepting your insurance. Instead I'll be working out of network, but you'll get all these extra benefits working with me out of network. Here are my fees. If that doesn't work for you, no problem. Let me know and I'll help you transition to someone else who's in network. So you would just plan that maybe like in a year or something, you would make that announcement, and then some percentage of those patients would come with you. Maybe it'd be 30, 40, maybe even up to 50%, depending on kind of your fees and rapport you have with them and everything. So I don't think it's unreasonable. I know I have often recommended against it, but lots of people do it and it works fine for them. It's a reasonable plan. I would just maybe have a backup in terms of income if you're not getting enough Headway patients to cover your expenses. Like, it's not guaranteed all of a sudden you're going to be making a lot of money right off the bat from Headway or Alma.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I was assuming that once I am credentialed with insurance companies, I'm just going to get like a bunch of patients, because I think I have a colleague, he recommended me to sign up with Grow because he's just getting so busy. And I live in Florida, he's in Florida. So I thought it won't be that difficult getting patients.
Yeah, then I've just heard from talking to people, it varies a lot by state. So if your friend who's in Florida says Grow really works, then I would maybe go that route. Or if you have another colleague who is getting a lot of patients with one of the other ones, you could do more than one at a time. But yeah, if you have like a friend saying that, a colleague saying that, then there's probably a lot of overflow. There's probably like a lot of demand. And
yeah, he's been pushing me to sign up, and I haven't really wanted to, because I'm watching all your videos. You're like, no, don't do insurance, stick, just be patient. I'm like, I'm trying to be patient, but
if you're gonna do insurance, Grow or Headway or Alma is the way to do it. It's much cleaner than you individually credentialing yourself with insurance.